You spent what on your remodel? My voice trembled as I glared at my father, Richard, across the dining table. 25 grand, he said, leaning back with a grin, like he'd just shared a fun fact. The house looks incredible, Claire. You'd love it. You should be proud. Proud? My grip tightened on the table's edge, his words sinking like stones. That's my credit card, Dad. You stole from me, Richard shrugged, unfazed. Stole's a bit harsh, don't you think? We're family. It's not like I robbed a bank. You've got a great job, you'll make it back. The nerve of it stole my breath. My father, always chasing big dreams on someone else's dime, had crossed a line I didn't know existed. My name's Claire Thompson, I'm 34, and I've spent years building a life I'm proud of as a financial planner, saving every penny for a secure future. That $25,000 wasn't spare change, it was my safety net, earned through sacrifice. Richard? He's the opposite. All charm, no accountability, always borrowing with a wink and a promise. But this wasn't a borrowed jacket or a missed repayment. This was betrayal, and I wasn't letting it slide. This is a story of being taken for granted, fighting for what's mine, and learning that family doesn't excuse theft. Stay with me, because if you've ever been used by someone you trusted, you'll feel every moment of this, and the ending will show you what it means to reclaim your power. The dinner where Richard dropped his bombshell wasn't supposed to be a showdown. I'd invited him over to catch up, hoping for a normal evening. Instead, he bragged about his renovated house, new deck, fancy landscaping, updated kitchen, then casually mentioned using my credit card. You didn't ask, I said, my voice shaking. You stole it. He rolled his eyes, sipping his beer. Don't be dramatic, Claire. It's just money. I needed to fix the place up, and you're doing fine. Consider it a family favor. My stomach twisted. A favor? I'd skipped trips, worked overtime, and lived frugally to save that money. He didn't even flinch. What's done is done, he said, shrugging. No use crying about it. I left his house that night, fury burning through me. Sleep didn't come. Lying in bed, I kept hearing his smug, "You'll make it back." At I grabbed my laptop and pulled up my credit card account. The transactions hit like punches. $8,000 at a hardware store, $10,500 for a new roof, $6,500 for landscaping. Every charge was tied to Richard's address. Proof undeniable. My hands shook, but not just with anger, there was a spark of resolve. He thought I'd roll over like always. Not this time. The next morning, I called my bank. I need to report fraud, I said, voice steady. The rep, Lisa, listened as I laid it out. My father used my card without permission, racking up $25,000 in charges. Do you know who made the transactions? She asked. Yes, I said. My father, Richard Thompson. A pause. We'll escalate this to our fraud team. You'll need to provide a statement, and law enforcement may get involved. Law enforcement. The words felt heavy, but I nodded. Do it. After hanging up, I called my best friend, Jenna. He stole 25 grand, I told her, pacing my apartment. And he's acting like it's no big deal. Jenna's voice was sharp. That's not just selfish, Claire. It's criminal. You have to hold him accountable. He's my dad, I said, the words catching in my throat. It's messy. Messy doesn't mean you let him walk over you, she shot back. This isn't about money, it's about respect. He doesn't respect you, she was right. Richard had always taken money, time, trust, dismissing my boundaries with a laugh. It's family, he'd say, as if that erased everything. Not anymore. I drove to his house that afternoon, the fraud report filed, my anger simmering. He was in his driveway, admiring his new stone walkway. Looks great, right? He called, grinning. Thanks to you, thanks to my stolen money, I snapped. You didn't borrow it, Richard. You stole it, he sighed, like I was a kid throwing a tantrum. Claire, relax. It's family money. I'll pay you back, eventually. You're young, you've got time. Time, I said, incredulous. That was my savings, my future. You had no right. His grin faded, replaced by a scowl. You're blowing this out of proportion. I've done so much for you, raised you, gave you a good life. Can't you let this slide? Raised me? I laughed, bitter. You mean borrowing my college fund and never paying it back? Or forgetting to help with my car when I was broke? I've been cleaning up your messes forever. This stops now. His eyes narrowed. What's that supposed to mean? I reported the fraud, I said. The bank's investigating. You'll hear from them soon. For the first time, he looked rattled. You're serious? You turn on your own dad? You turned on me, I said, walking away. Deal with it. The bank's fraud team called the next day. We flagged the charges as unauthorized, Mr. Carter, the investigator said. The shipping address is tied to your father's home. We'll need a formal statement, and the police may follow up. Police? I asked, my stomach nodding. The amount makes it a felony, he said. It's serious, I thanked him, my mind racing. I wanted justice, but the idea of Richard facing charges felt surreal. Jenna came over that night, her voice firm. He's scared because he knows he's caught. Don't back down. What? If this ruins us forever? I asked. What relationship? She said. He's been using you for years. You're not the villain here, you're the only one setting limits. Her words grounded me. I'd spent my life avoiding conflict, swallowing my hurt to keep peace. No more. I called Mr. Carter back. I'm ready to file the statement. The fallout hit fast. That evening, Richard called, his voice tight. Claire, the bank froze my account. You actually filed a fraud report? Against me? You stole. From me, I said. What did you expect? I didn't steal, he snapped. It's family money. I was gonna pay you back. You're making this a nightmare. You made it a nightmare, I said. You took my card, spent my savings, and acted like it was nothing. The police are next. He went quiet, then hissed, You're gonna regret this, Claire. After everything I've done for you, what have you done? I shot back. Taken. My money, my trust, my patience. I'm done. He hung up, and I sat there, shaking but resolute. His threats didn't scare me anymore, they fueled me. The next morning, my mom, Ellen, called, her voice dripping with exasperation. Claire, what are you doing? Your dad's a wreck. He says you're trying to destroy him. I braced myself. He stole 25 grand, Mom. I reported it because it's theft. He's your father, she said, like that settled it. You know how he is impulsive, not malicious. Why can't you handle this privately? Privately? I said. He spent my life savings without asking. How do I fix that quietly? She sighed, her tone shifting to guilt. He's stressed, Claire. The house, his debts. He didn't mean to hurt you. Drop this before it ruins him. He ruined himself, I said. I'm not the one who stole. You're being selfish, she snapped. This will tear our family apart. Don't cry to me when it's too late. She hung up, leaving me hollow. I called Jenna, voice cracking. Mom thinks I'm the bad guy. She's enabling him, Jenna said. You're not wrong for protecting yourself. Keep going. I clung to her words, a lifeline against the guilt. A week later, the investigation gained steam. Mr. Carter confirmed the police were involved, and I'd need to meet them. Sitting in a Stark police station, handing over my statement and transaction records, felt like a dream. We'll contact Mr. Thompson soon, Officer Daniels said. The evidence is clear, charges were made to his address without your consent. I nodded, my heart heavy but certain. Richard's charm wouldn't erase a paper trail. That night, Ellen called again, furious. The police showed up at your dad's house. Do you know how humiliating that was? He humiliated himself, I said. I warned him. You're heartless, she said. This could send him to jail. Is that what you want? I want my money back, I said. And I want him to stop treating me like a doormat. She went silent, then whispered, You've made your choice. The line went dead. The police moved fast. Richard was charged with felony theft, the $25,000 pushing it beyond a misdemeanor. Ellen called, her voice broken. He's falling apart, Claire. He's scared of jail. Can't you stop this? He stopped caring about me when he stole, I said. I'm not his safety net anymore. For the first time, she didn't fight back. Are you okay? She asked, a rare softness in her voice. I'm getting there, I said. I'm taking my life back. After we hung up, I felt a shift. The guilt was fading, replaced by something new. Pride. I'd stood up to Richard, to Ellen's excuses, to years of being used. The bank called days later, charges reversed. My $25,000 restored. I exhaled, the weight lifting. I'd done it. Richard's world crumbled. Jenna heard through mutual friends he was negotiating a plea deal to avoid jail, likely probation and restitution. He's playing the victim, she said, but people know the truth. Ellen called one last time, subdued. He's sorry, Claire. Really? He gets how much he hurt you. I hope so, I said. But it doesn't change what he did. I hung up, feeling lighter. My savings were safe, my boundaries firm. Jenna came over with wine to celebrate. To you, she toasted, for saying no more. We laughed, and I felt it freedom. Richard might never change, but I had. I'd taken back my trust, my future, my worth. That night at dinner when he bragged about his theft, he thought I'd cave. Instead, I fought, and every dollar returned, every boundary set, proved I was stronger than his betrayal. My life was mine again, and no one, not even family, would take it away.